Hello, 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 my beautiful mermaids and mermen, my sea sponges of the sea, my fellow Pisces. This is our daily vibe message from our guides for the end of May. This is May the 31st, Saturday. So let's see what Spirit and our guides and the powers that be have for us this day. What do we need to expect? What do we need to see coming in behind us to be prepared for? What do we need to know? What do we need to see to navigate through anything today? All right. Our first card coming in is the Six of Cups. We have the Hierophant. We have the Two of Wands. And our final card we have coming in is the Seven of Swords. Oh, joy. But we'll see how this transpires and how this works out during this reading. Starting off with our first card, we've been given the Moth Spirit, and it says, surrender now. So what's guiding us right now? Are we in alignment with Spirit or pursuing something or someone with so much tenacity that it's become a compulsion or addictive, right? Are we so intoxicated by a potential relationship or opportunity that we can't think straight? Hard work and dedication are virtues, and love, of course, is a beautiful thing. However, when we see this moth card come in, it's when the moth appears, it is time to consider if we have gone over the edge in a relentless pursuit. Workaholism, overeating, perfectionism, or an addiction to certainty, or even to a person who may be our current vice. So the form of addiction does not matter so much as awareness of the consequences of remaining persistent with moderation. That's what's needed. So we need to let go of excessive energy by channeling it in more than one direction. Okay? So now's the time for surrender and radical acceptance so that our drive does not cause us to flee or to fight. Okay, Spirit wants us to release our need for certainty and control that we can relax into a more balanced way of living. So this is all about, I'm a control freak, and I'll admit it freely. I like to know what's happening. I like to be in control of what's happening. But this card is saying that we need to surrender to that. We need to just let back, ease up a little bit today, and not be so rigid. Not expect things so badly that when they don't happen, we crumble, right? Where, it's about just pulling back a little bit. Okay, so think about that today. Let go of the power that you carry within you to control every single nano moment of your life. So today is just, we're going to let go. After all, it's Saturday. It's the end of the work week. Why shouldn't you put your feet up a little bit and say, I'm just going to relax today. I'm not going to concentrate on one thing so impulsively, so determined. Okay, that's what that message is. Now, underneath that is coming in the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups is reconnection. You could be reconnecting with somebody you haven't seen in a long time. Maybe they moved away. Maybe you moved away. There has been distance between you, or perhaps there was a misunderstanding that you guys have not connected with for a long time. So this is about reconnection. I think, they say time heals all wounds. And I believe in that. I believe that once we realize that, we've grown, we've matured, we can overcome, that's where this comes in. So you may be connecting with somebody you haven't seen in a long time, and they may be coming in with time, effort, support, maybe even making amends with you. So this is really good. This card tells me that, just be loyal to yourself, okay? Stand up for yourself and be loyal to yourself, and stand in your own true integrity. This isn't about trying to please people. This isn't about trying to be something that you're not. This is about being connected with somebody here. So I think it's a good thing. They may bring you something that's very good. So the other thing here, you could be tapping into your inner child and having a good laugh with them and enjoying your day. You could also be engaging yourself with children, whether they're yours or other people's. This is a time for you to just enjoy the inner child within you. Coming in next, we have been given the Regeneration card. And this means rebirth and getting second chances and new opportunities. It's beautiful. So there could be a second chance available anyway to us. So whatever opportunities we thought were dead in the water are now revived in a more authentic, stronger form. Whatever we may have perceived as a failure or loss is now being replaced by something even better. Okay, more powerful is coming. So this rebirth is assured. Step into our new life. That's what we need to do. Destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. And it can also be in connections with other people. Okay. No matter what losses occurred in the past or even now, death and endings are only illusions. There is life after death, love after loss. And in this moment, we are radiating the regenerative life force energy that makes us irresistible to love in all forms. Don't feel bad. Feel the love that's coming into you, okay? What happens when it appears you failed at something? Do you see the beauty in the lesson? The understanding that arises from difficulties is like a seed that lies dormant for a long time. Then, once it's germinated in our subconscious, we're able to think and believe and dream something into reality again. So we're ripe right now for success. There's new opportunities, and much better than those that came before are going to come into us. Now is one of those times when out of seemingly loss and failure comes remarkable abundance. So we shouldn't dwell on the past, because we really are experiencing a rebirth now for some of us. Maybe you're creating that rebirth yourself with added education. Right? The Hierophant comes in to remind us of that. And the Hierophant is all about, studying and books and ideas and people that have shaped our world and that we look up to, and we can gain a deeper understanding right now. And talking to people with different backgrounds and beliefs can also help us expand our horizons, those connections that we are now being put together with. So it represents understanding and enlightenment, and it encourages us to pursue a higher form of learning. And by doing so, you're going to start climbing that ladder of success. You're going through an enlightenment right now. Your energy is shifting, Pisces, as is most of the world right now. And you're going to find that you're going to connect yourself probably with people that are more spiritual, and this has nothing to do with organized religion or structured religion. This is about connecting with people who believe in your higher self and the capabilities that when you tap into that, how you can work together as a group and succeed. So you could be joining groups like that too. So often this card is referred to as a marriage card or anything to do with the church. You might be looking at things. Some of you may be unorthodox. Some of you may want the routine of structure in your life right now. Coming in next, we have Be of Service, and this is our actual message from our guides. And it says we need to act, acts of kindness and service are regarded in the spiritual realms as really high goals, and to ease the suffering of another in any way, from charitable contributions to volunteer work or something as simple as making someone's day brighter with a smile and a kind gesture, is the greatest gift we can give to ourselves. Raising the energy of the planet by doing selfless deeds is a win-win for everybody concerned. By raising our vibration of others, we raise a vibration within ourselves. And you've heard me say this many times. We rise by lifting others, right? So remember, above all else, you're here to leave the earth dimension better than how you found it. So seek ways to make your mark. It's not possible to fix all the anguish in the world, but it's imperative that we don't create more. We need to be mindful of our thoughts, our words, our deeds, and be the change that we can see in the world by setting that example. You could be asked to help someone today. You could be, maybe you're involved in a cause that could be environmental. You could be mindful of recycle. You could be mindful of the waste that we contribute to the world and the planet every day. So this is of being service in many different ways, not just for an individual. Now, coming in next, we have the Two of the Two of Wands, and we know this is all about us taking action right now when we get this card. But it is also the card, I always feel it's the card of duality. getting together possibly in business with someone else. But we are getting serious about our future and our plan, and taking that course of action right now. We're going to stop daydreaming. We're big daydreamers, and it's fine once in a while, but we need to start making concrete plans. We have all the resources we need to make our dreams a reality right now. So it's the time now to put our ideas into motion and see what we can achieve. You could be planning a trip for business or for pleasure. You may be wanting to take someone with you. There is that partnership thing. Coming in at the end, we've got the planting seeds and the intention. So it's a big thing. We have to plant the seeds. First, we have the dream. We plant the seeds of the intention to manifest it, right? We need to pay attention to all the details required so that our intentions can fully flourish. We need to have a clear vision of our future and trust that we're moving towards our goals. Maybe we need to take the plunge and further our education or read a book on a subject that inspires us. There is that Hierophant energy coming in. We need to plant our seeds of intention today and water them daily. We need to hold our highest, the vision of our fullest potential for growth, and take a small step every day towards our intention. So moving forward, planting those seeds, perhaps getting some information and education on something, researching it, taking a course of new form of study could be something that is coming in as well. Now, our last card here is the Seven of Swords, and this is beware of the wolf in sheep's clothing. There could be somebody trying to coerce, talk you into something. Remember, everything that glitters isn't gold. If it looks too good to be true, it probably is. So this is a card that says, at the end of the day, not everybody's our best friend, especially when it comes to our career and our work. We need to be mindful of what we share and make privy to other people who may use it against us. I'm not saying let's walk around and be defensive all the time and be on guard, but what I'm saying is you have a great ability for character analysis, being able to do that and perfect it, Pisces, and also trusting your gut feeling and your intuition. So if something doesn't feel right, or the company or energy of someone in your circle, walk away. Stay away from it. Okay, don't get involved in it. This person at the end of the day does get caught. People will realize, and you will especially, that their intentions are not true. Okay? All right, let's see what we've got for our remaining messages. What do we need to see now and expect? My beautiful fellow Pisces. Okay. Our first card coming in is dipping into savings. Go for it. Finances are stable. And time management. What's on the bottom? Deception. There you have it. There you have it. Okay, beware of that. Okay, so some of us might have to, find that finances are a bit tight at this particular time, and you may be dipping into something that you have set aside for some particular ticket item, and you may need it. But you'll find that your finances are stable. Okay, it doesn't mean that you're in the poorhouse or things are really dire, but there might be a little bit that you might have to go into because you've had to do that. Time management's always important, right? Timing is everything. Everything that was profound, important, and life-changing for us has always been at a particular time. So remember that. Mark things on your calendar or in your phone or on your iPad or on your computer or whatever that you do that with, even a piece of paper, to remind you of certain things that you need to do during your day. So you can fit everything in a comfortable manner. It's very important that you tick off those priority lists. Go for it, okay? Don't be afraid to make those changes in your life that could make you even happier, more stable, more abundance, more secure. Well, my beautiful, beautiful fellow Pisces, this is our daily vibe message from our guides, and I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous one. And always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you. And I will see you soon, my beautiful fellow Pisces.